Some voters in a few states are already voting. That includes President Obama, who voted this morning in his hometown of Chicago. The president says it was exciting to cast his ballot. And across Wisconsin, polling places have opened for in-person absentee voting, no reason needed. In Appleton, as one example, 350 people cast their ballots throughout the day. By making absentee voting more accessible, the goal is to increase the turnout, which in a typical non-presidential November election is about half of all eligible voters. Fox 11's Andrew Lacombe focusing today on Appleton and has more as you decide 2014.
Tom, Election Day is still 15 days away. Some political leaders use today as another chance to motivate their supporters here in Northeast Wisconsin. I also talked to a few voters who cast ballots today to beat the crowds on November 4th. Bruce Chodikoff plans to be away from home on Election Day.
There you go.
That brought him to Appleton City Hall Monday.
Really critical, I think, for everyone to vote because we have to make sure that we have a democracy and that we keep it going and vibrant.
This is going to be a big election.
As a poll worker, Ted Miller anticipates a busy election day. His ballot is already cast.
To avoid being crowded when you want to vote on election day.
2 years ago in the general election, 16% of ballots cast were in-person absentee. State elections officials say while turnout will likely be smaller this year, they expect the percentage of early voters to be the same. Republicans and Democrats used the first day of early voting as a chance to motivate their bases. Mary Burke, the Democrat nominee for governor, talked to supporters in Appleton.
We're going to continue to travel around the state and make sure that people get out and vote.
Burke and Governor Walker have each said voter turnout will determine their race. Walker's supporters gathered in Alloway to meet a co-chair of the Republican National Committee.
Our governors are setting the way for how America gets out of the problems and the trouble she has in her fiscal problems.
Sharon Day says she will also travel to Michigan and New Hampshire, two other states with elections for governor.
Mary Burke would take Wisconsin so far backwards, again, from the positive direction that Scott Walker's taken it. We don't want to see that happen for Wisconsin.
Governor Walker and I approach things very differently, and mine is about a fair shot for everyone.
But both sides agree motivating people to vote early is an important piece of the overall turnout equation. It appears this election could see high voter turnout numbers. In last week's Marquette University poll, more than 80% of people who consider themselves Republicans, Democrats, or Independents said they are highly likely to vote.